You can turn this music down. Let's start the podcast. It's a Ustream, but it's also a podcast. You can listen to it without the visuals. The visuals just, they guides. Visual guide, a map of the crypto universe if you're watching the visuals. If not, and you just listening, big ups to you. What's up, y'all? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace, the DJ / producer, coming back again with another video about this Zen world. I've had those same cadence for over a year, and I don't think it'll ever change. Much love to the fudders out there. Much love. Thank you guys for tuning in. I gotta shout y'all out in the beginning too, because I know you're here now. So thank you for tuning in. Continue to bring the heat. We love the challenge. We love when the math don't math, so we can run back the equation. So please keep bringing the good ideas and the bad ones. We enjoy both sides of the party in Zen world. But today is April 23rd, 2024. We are closer, well, we're almost, actually, technically, theoretically, we are closer to 2025 than we've ever been. I was saying this last year during the streams. We're close to 24. Start planning 24 right now. What the fuck? Shit don't change, right? The circle don't stop looping until you crack the oval. Crack the egg, man. Hurry up. Stop playing. Stop doing the same things over and over again. You know it. You've been here before. You've seen this before. Duh. That's the feeling. That's the gut feeling that you're feeling. You've done this before, bruv. Bruv. I've been saying bruv so much lately. Shout out to everybody in the UK. Shout out to all my bruvs. Yeah, man, we've seen this shit before, bro. This is nothing new. The only thing new is the fact that there's new people that continue to believe in it and that we don't do anything to stop it from happening. That's why I like Zen so much. Zen, in a sense, for me, is more of a statement. The more I talk about it, the more it becomes aggressive. The more hatred it gets from the spaces, the more like gratitude is compounding underneath its inception. You know, every day in Zen is an inceptional day until that amp is zero. Then and only then will you actually be like, damn, I can't believe I didn't see this before it went to zero. Right? What a runway. What a runway. You never had a runway like this in crypto. We used to think it was 15 years, but that was because we was naive. But now we understand. The real game is supply and demand. Everything else is facade. You buying someone else's bag if you're not making your own. And that's another reason to enjoy Zen. We've been practicing self-custody for over 2 years now. Own my chips and my dips. And what's fire is that right now we're seeing it happen again. Right? If you're studying Zen, this is an amazing chart. It's actually a beautiful, gorgeous, once in a lifetime opportunity to be part of something that is nothing. Really, really hard to find those types of opportunities in this reality. Usually everything has already been cross-pollinated, remixed, right? Zen is nothing more than the OG principles of Satoshi and then a group of individuals that actually want that shit. And I guess that's the conundrum for those that want to believe in Zen that are on the sidelines. They don't understand why we believe in it. They listen to the gossip. They don't do the work. You know, someone left a comment on one of my things yesterday. It kind of like, y'all be falling for my traps, bro. I be setting psychology traps. People be falling for them shits. It's just for myself though. I need to, what I was saying in the XENblocks world, I need temp check sometimes. Like the OP Zen has been a temp check for me. That's why I've been waiting to buy into XEN. And finally today I was like, you know what? This is it. This might be the last it. Yo, if I don't get into XEN right now, I might fucking feel funny. You know what I'm saying? So started to dip into that, but there was one thing I seen. Mike Tom, wherever you are in the world, if you watch this, I just want you to think about what you said here. Y'all work, I invest. That simple, right? And this right here, this is the cancer in all of egotistical human beings. The idea that you're actually doing something. You invest and I work. Actually, we both are doing the same thing. Work is investing. It's simple, but I feel you, Brody. You believe that you're doing something. Like I believe I am doing something. But in the quantum, we are just synchronized and both living our patterns. And they just happen to collide sometimes, you know, just bounce off of my universe and your universe. But this is a temp check. People actually think that being a validator in X1 is not actually investing in X1. They think that being in Zen is time wasting because they just want to buy. They want to invest. They want to buy the work we've been doing. If there's anything I've learned in business in the last 33 years of life, I guess I've been a coherent in life for maybe 15. And that's kind of pushing it. I don't know when the fuck I woke up, but it definitely wasn't a teenager. And yeah, when I was a teenager, like I used to think doing the work was being like, I don't know how to really explain it, but like blood, sweat, and tears. Right? That's pretty much emotional when you really break it down. So theoretically, work is physical, and investing your time is the most physical way to work. And to be an investor and invest time into reading rather than creation, that seems like the lowest energy of work possible. And again, this is why I'm championing the concepts of Zen, because I've never seen anything like it, down to X1 chain, which will be one of the most fairly launched blockchains of this century. Maybe decade. I don't know. Maybe somebody else will step up to the plate, but I don't really honestly think anything can be bigger than Zen right now. It's the first mover advantage, so it needs to fail first. And that part is what people don't want to hear. Zen would need to fail so that everything behind it can thrive. Like if Zen failed right now, Titan would actually thrive. And what a crazy paradox, right? What a crazy world to live in. To think like, oh, wow, Zen's death would actually make Titan launch. Like Zen's death is Titan's launch. Right? But again, I don't live in that world. Zen can't die, in my opinion. So I'm sorry, Titan family. You're going to have to wait a little bit longer because this is just getting started. Because you got to remember, we're coming from our timeline. And what do we need to die so we can prevail? Traditional markets. And what's happening right now in the traditional markets? Everything we need to happen, which is FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. A lot of people don't know what to do with their Bitcoins. And the happening, it just happened. And a lot of people thought that we were going to be at 84,000. That was a good number that I was thinking of too. I was like, hey, maybe Bitcoin can break out and go to 84,000. Now, do I think that's done? Nah. But what I do feel is that there are a bunch of people that need to learn a hard lesson. And that's just being built into the chart right now. And that's why it's easy to be in Zen, because we actually benefit from the loss of the founder, right? Like Bitcoin. Like if Bitcoin's actually losing in the market, Zen begins to win in the market, right? And that's all part of the design. Zen is the patchwork for Bitcoin. And then when X1 chain comes out, it will be the patchwork for Ethereum. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Now I can show up. Now I can show up. I love the tunes. Thanks, Mr. Drums. What's up, Optimus Prime? Cockenthusiast in the house. Fast Al Duel. We chilling. What's funny is that like at this point in my stream world, I'm just doing it for myself and like for the Xenians that are still present, that are on the mission to better themselves with this crypto technology rather than enrich themselves. That's a whole nother thing too. Whatever riches to you. But yeah, I'm at a point in Zen where, again, I think we're the reverse Bitcoin. Right? And the thing about Zen is it's Bitcoin in 3 different coins. So like it is the fractional or fractional piece of Bitcoin, right? It's what Ethereum wished it could have done. Ethereum, low key, if you look at the way it's designed, down to its followers, such as like an Avalanche, right? Avalanche follows in the footsteps of ETH, and Avalanche made subcommittee neighborhoods. So they took a one big chain and then they made a bunch of tiny chains underneath the bigger chain to help with congestion on their C chain, right? Like that's what makes Avalanche horny. Like, it's what makes you horny for Avalanche, right? Wow, they got 3 chains in one chain, blah, blah, blah. So they were one of the first people to really figure it out because everybody else wasn't trying to do that, right? Everyone else is just trying to move side by side with Ethereum. And this is, again, why I keep saying, like, X1 chain is going to blow the earth up. Like, the earth is not ready for it. That's why it hasn't come out yet. Like, when the earth is ready for X1 chain, and I mean, we're getting there. We're getting really, really close to the reality, being ready to accept this thing. I mean, if it came out right now, everybody would accept it. But that's just it. Like, I can feel from the heat tech or from the heat checks that this isn't going to impact the way we want it to just yet. And you can tell from the way people talk about it. Like, shout outs 88X Head. He actually did the right thing. He asked, how do I become a validator? I'm down. You feel me? Like, this is the type of stuff, in-depth tutorials on how to become a validator. Like, these people are showing me that, like, we are getting extremely close. There's more people interested in infrastructure more than they are token go up in price, right? Because XEN still has miners, right? I'm still mining. I'm at 110 now. Let's fucking get it. I ain't stopping. Oh yeah, Zonis are back too. So if you're mining XenBlocks, Zonis are back as of last night or this morning at 12. This is 1 hour behind due to daylight savings time. So 11 really is 12. So yeah, midnight Eastern Standard Time, Zonis came back online. So you should be getting some Zonis. Big ups. That little dip in the Zonis made Zonis more valuable. It gave it a story. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, people be just giving stories to cryptos. And that's why I crypto crack off. I'm watching it in XenBlocks. Like, I didn't give a fuck about Zonis. I knew it was going to be part of a DEX. But now I'm hyper focused on it because I'm like, oh, shit. They just created a story. It stopped, and then people learned about it. We were holding spaces talking about merge mining because users actually wanted to learn, why did the Zuni stop? I didn't even know that people were paying so much attention to that, but it makes sense because in regular blockland, you don't get as many Zunis, right? Like in an hour, I can get 20 Zunis, 30 Zunis, 24 Zunis with the same hash power as a regular block, and it only comes every 10 minutes at the top of the hour, right? So I see why people are enjoying the Zunis because Zunis speak to the I can't hash too long crowd because they'll get a bunch of Zunis and they won't get a bunch of blocks, so they're gonna champion Zuni because they get more of those, right? That's, I guess you could say that's like the poor man's Xenium. Not to say you're poor or anything, but I see where the behavior of the psychology is gonna go. When you look at now, like, right, we're fractionalizing the actual crypto market. That's not hard to figure out. Again, why are you running in circles? There's a better place. It's called Zen, where you can fractionalize the meme inside of 12 different EVMs. And then if you're sick of that shit, because that's also a fucking ring around the rosy game. You can then jump into proof of work mining, and then we have fractionalized merge mining coins such as super blocks, XEN, Xenium, that now you can interact with and keep giving yourself that self-custody feeling, right? There's not one place in Zen where you can't say you don't own what you're doing. You own it everywhere. And the FUDders will step in and tell you, you don't own this. Just recently, they stepped in and tried to tell people that they don't own Zonis. They're like, y'all don't own those. Jack gonna turn the RPC off. Lottie-do, lottie-dee. And then all they did was spawn a new conversation where now X1 nodes will promote having a GPU inside of it. So it can join the Zen. So what basically is going to happen is if you already have a super duper computer, which I'm pretty sure most people do in the X1 world, and now you have a GPU, you'll be able to turn that on and hash even more XN block rewards, because they're going to build the RPC into the node. So anyone with a GPU can validate that you're doing the mining, or you're mining your blocks, basically, right? That's the power of proof of stake and proof of work, is we can put the ledger on X1 chain. Like the Xenium ledger can live on X1 chain, and it doesn't have to live in a centralized RPC. It can live within all the nodes, and then it decentralizes it further and further and further. Every time someone comes online, it gets more decentralized, right? And that's the vibes we want. Like, people don't even fucking know, man. They fucking I'm chilling though. I'm not trying to get all worked up right now. I haven't streamed in like 5 days. Cooling. Mining my blocks. The things no one can take from me. Even though they want to take them. I ain't gonna let you. Right. And again, XEN, I offered somebody $1,000 for 100K XEN, and they capped me. My Asian brother, I thought you had it. So there's a lot of capping going on in fucking XENblocks. People acting like they doing shit they ain't fucking doing. And there's also a lot of cap too in the idea. I'm up at the top, bruv. So I'm watching these motherfuckers. Like, let's look at the person right above me. Oh, actually CCA8, I think they're running the race with me. There's a few people running the race with me. But at this top area, this top 100, there's not many people mining. A lot of the miners actually were CPU miners that blasted through a ton of blocks in the very beginning, and then they turned it off. Or here, let's look at this real quick, because I want to talk about XENblocks. XENblocks is the wave. That is the wave. Zen's gonna make it. Like, I don't need to talk about that shit. Look at this shit. It's going up. This only happened, like, this sell-off here, just to give a brief of what happened with Zen yesterday. Somebody like came in and just started trying to push the price down, selling whoppers. Like, they're selling whoppers, bro. These whoppers were huge, like $35,000 whoppers and shit. Let's see if we can find them real fast. Was it 1 a.m.? I think it's 1 a.m. Is this 1 a.m.? Nah. Oh wait, December. Where are we? Where am I? Oh, USDC. This isn't Zen. I was looking at the wrong one. We trade on ETH. USDC is centralized. So yeah, on Zen right now, you're gonna notice that there's something going on in the DEX. I'm not there because I'm not a double digit or how should I say this? I'm not a 6-digit trader. Like, I'm not a trader like that, and I'm excited to see Zen usher in this new world, because I'm not that. That's not me, right? And I saw this happen before in many different projects. They go from trading $1 to $2, $10 to $5, or $5 to $10, then typically from 10 to 100, then 10, 100 to 500, then 500 to 1,000. I mean, you see it in the sub chains. So when you start seeing this shit go from 1,000, 6,000, 16,000, and like it's got mad volatility and people are still hodling, that shit's crazy. 19,000. But the sell though that set us off, where's that at? Yesterday night. Let's go to 23. There he is. There it is, bruv. Okay. It's really early this morning. Where's it at? This is backwards. Okay, no, it's not. I'm just missing it. Yeah, I saw this account. So there's this one. There's this account. No, it's not this account. Damn it. That's CB0. I don't know why all of a sudden it won't show up. Oh, here's okay. 5 a.m. There we go. This account. So this account is doing something fishy. Well, not fishy, but this is what I mean. You can't predict these markets once people start coming in with these gigantic swings. Like you see this wallet was swinging exactly what I'm talking about. It had a $500 swing, $1,000 swing, a $4,000 swing, and now it's just fucking throwing $25,000 just for no fucking reason. Like why? Like why are you doing this? Like what changed your behavior in the last couple months? You know? And that's kind of why for Zen, I'm not even really worried about it. Zen is a spiritual battle for a lot of other people in crypto who are trying to act like they don't see what's going on here. And they're going to be taught a lesson. And that's a lesson that I hope that they learn from. I'm not learning that lesson. I've been burned many times in this hell. So y'all can have that. That's why I'm over here in these blocks trying to say if I'm finna lose, then I'm going to lose hard. There ain't no way you losing harder than the XENblocks, dude. What the fuck? We mining for nothing. There's dude, you can't even sell these. It's been 7 months and you can't even do anything. Like there ain't nobody losing harder than a XENblocks. That's why it's hard for us to have like remorse for just a Xenian, you know? Like if you're just a Xenian, like it's hard to feel bad for anything that you feel towards the Zen coin. It's designed that way. But XENblocks, if it doesn't work, we've got a bigger problem on our hands in the overall crypto industry, where I would technically say, get the fuck out of crypto and go find a job that's very far away from it, because this is not going to work. Like the world will, maybe in a desolate future, it will work. But yeah, we're going to see if this shit going to work with XENblocks. Because again, this is a really, really important it's important to X1 chain because it secures the network. And one of the biggest issues in cryptocurrency is that we can't raise the bar due to funding needed, basically. We did Zen reversed. Jack is about to go and talk to people about Zen. After 2 years of research, he's now going to go and tell the other motherfuckers what the fuck he's been cooking. Right? Other motherfuckers are trying to live in reality, like they're trying to be in your face like they're celebrity or some shit, but it's like, bro, this is crypto. Like this is not the real world. This is run off of principles and self-custody, the original. That's why Bitcoin is still $66,000 with a market cap that is beyond me, almost $1 trillion more than fucking Ethereum. Right? We've been talking about this on the channel, bro. Like when you look at market caps, it exposes how mediocre crypto is, and it's just like I could go in and in on this. That's why, again, I wear the X and I represent Zen, because we are here to stomp on this, to expose it and show that majority of the things you're into fucking suck. Like they all suck. They all need VC funding. They all need the Fed to show up and throw some more bread at it. Not Zen, right? Jack is literally about to have a sit down, a coffee break with the CEO of Aptos to talk about their research. Bro, this was launched just like Zen. I mean, just like X1 chain, infinite supply, right? Because the miners make the coins, right? So the miners are the sell pressure. The more activity and it's like, then how do you curve it so they don't sell on your head, right? That's what X1 comes in and says, oh, the miners are actually proof of work creators. So they understand the ownership of a block, and it's only 610 million coins over the next 15 years, right? It's not like Aptos, which does not have a security layer and they have an infinity supply that can be sold by the miners, right? XNM might always get transformed back into XN, might always get transformed back into XNM and stay in the hands of the network. That's the part where I keep telling people, y'all don't know how this shit's finna work, because that's what's going to happen. People are going to burn Zen for XN, and then they're going to buy XEN because it has more value, giving the XN just back to the miners. Because who has the XEN? The fucking miners. Like, it's an easy win. That's why, again, I go back to the whole, like, y'all work, I invest. Well, I'm going to buy the fucking planet and you're going to buy the land. Like, all right, that's good, bro. Fuck it. I can't have everybody out here buying planets. Shit, there won't be no planets for me. So yeah, y'all buy the land. I'm buying planets. All right. And everything is adding up to this. Even in Bitcoin, I could go on and on and on, man. I haven't been here for like a couple days, so I've been fucking on and on. I shut down support for YouTube. What's up, Dioshland? I shut down support for YouTubers. Only hardcore members will stand. So it was a good time, but it's over now. The end is here. It's over now. You don't have to fear. It's over now. Please hold back your tears. So good luck in paying future stuff with supers, says Dioshland. Hey man, thanks for the 50 watt. What the fuck? Bro, stop. Get off of you. Take your credit card off of YouTube. Like, straight up. Block yourself from that. Gotta stop that. But yeah, dude, it's over. It's over for everybody. I really do appreciate that 50 watt though, bro. Like, for real. I'm gonna return the love on your channel. If you monetize, I saw you post a video. So if you speak German, you need to check out Dioshland. He has content about the Zen world in German. You should see what's up. What up, Nomad? What up, Tree City West? Really curious about the Silicon Valley visit, says Mr. Drums. Well, that's what it is, Mr. Drums. It's nothing more than a coffee break. You know? Jack said it himself. Everybody has tried to make it. Nobody from Google has tried to come and get into crypto. And I wonder why. Right? There's actually a really, really big reason why other people can't get in here. And if you're in crypto, you know why. Right? Maybe you're not as deep as I am. Like, I'm in this bitch. Right? I still can't believe XRP is up here. You know what's crazy? Like, you ever do this type of stuff? Like, you ever just go to Coin Market Cap and then, like, just go look at historical data? Like, am I the only nerd motherfucker that does that shit? I just be having fun. Sometimes I just gotta remind myself like how far we've come in crypto, because you can get really caught up in today's crypto and forget that like people were mining it in their bedrooms, right? Like, not that long ago. So it's always fun. Like, yeah, literally, like, historical data, I noticed this too, started in 2013 in the spring. And when you look at like the very first historical snapshot of Coin Market Cap, like, look at the coins. Like, we've talked about this before on the channel, but just to give a refresh, everything used to say coin at the end. Like Nova Coin, Dev Coin, Terra Coin, Name Coin, Pure Coin, Litecoin, Bitcoin. So this is actually like something that you can look at as like cavemen technology, right? When the cavemen were in the caves, they wrote on the fucking wall to tell us what the fuck was going on, right? We interpreted it and we brought it to us with us in the future and said, yo, this is what cavemen talked about. Well, like in the crypto world, you can use these historical snapshots to really see the industry for what it was, right? And it was an experiment. No one knew what to do next from the very beginning. From Bitcoin having a $1.4 billion market cap, being priced at $134 with a circulating supply of 11 million BTC, which is also pretty fucking crazy to think about. At one point, there was 11 million Bitcoins at $134, and no one knew what the fuck was going on. You know how many Bitcoins that are circulating right now? Bro, it's like 19 million. So you mean 8 million later, everyone realized? Look at 19.6 million. 11.09. That's literally 8 million more Bitcoins, and it rocket shipped away. Like, you really, you know? It's just really hard, you know? I can't turn back now. I don't seen it. This is when I got introduced to Bitcoin, though, in the spring of 2013, and it's because of the halvening. But it's funny to think that the halvening came and no one knew how to even name a coin. Everything was Bitcoin, Litecoin, Pure Coin. My fun thing too is to go back to you got to go back to August. 2015. That's when Ethereum shows up on the scene. Oh, too many requests. Oh, y'all going there now? Oh, what the fuck? So you'll see right here in August 2015, Ethereum was announced in 2014 for pre-sale for Bitcoin users. Sorry, I'm stuttering. You'll see XRP still here. That's why I be hating XRP, because I'm like, man, this is the longest running psyop in crypto. Like, it's the only one left in this new future that people still tinfoil hat that is gonna like go up, and it's just slowly kicking itself in the head and moving down. Like, but why is it still here? I don't know. And like, yeah, you'll see here in 2015, 2 years later, Bitcoin or the crypto market started to get a little bit more branded, right? XRP dash mid safe coin. If you know what this is, you know what's up. BanX, Stellar, Bytecoin, BitShares, NXT, Monero, Counterparty. Like, things were starting to be more passion point driven. Like, I got an idea, right? I'm gonna be the next bank. And then what we see here, we're just gonna start clicking, because this is pretty funny. Oh yeah, here it is. Within 1 week into August, after Ethereum came online, like, I remember this. This is why I didn't understand ETH, because it was so much FUD around it. Like imagine Ethereum coming out and you're brand new to crypto and everyone's shitting on it. Like, I could not understand that they took colored coins from Bitcoin and brought them to a system state to do all that shit that they wanted to do on Bitcoin that they wouldn't let them do. That's all it was. Like, literally what this is, the bit 420 that's now being introduced by the OpCat, by Udi and the Taproot Wizards. This is what Ethereum wanted it to be, but it couldn't do it because it wasn't there yet. Like, it just, no one was, together to get that out of everybody together, everybody wanted to be a bank, right? XRP, I want to be a bank. You had a Coinbase. I wanted to be Coinbank before they changed their name to Coinbase. Dash was trying to do the proof of stake concept in South America to put people online. Stellar, another bank. BitShares, another concept of social media to create or to provide rewards for content creators. Like, damn, were you fucking here for this shit? Like, I might have not been buying cryptos, but I was researching way back here. And that's why, again, it was hard to see Ethereum in 2015. You had so much shit going on, and all this wanted to do was take colored coins, which is programmable Satoshis, and make a system state based on that shit. And you can see over time, people really caught on to it, and it started to go. Once Ethereum got into the top 5, it's never been down ever since, I don't think. It's just always been number 2. So this is an important fact, because where do you think the fucking where do you think the market cap came from for Ethereum? Right? It didn't come from the shit coins. It came from Bitcoin. And that's an extremely important thing to realize about Ethereum, because that's its wealth gap between all these other cryptos, is that it has Bitcoin wealth inside of it. All these other coins don't have that. And that's why they can't survive. So, not survive, but I should say thrive. We're not excited to see BNB thrive. If Solana could become dynamic, people would be actually, they would be rooting for Solana, because it's a brand new idea, a new database to build and innovate. But that's why it's hard to root for Solana, because they're literally acting like they don't need to become dynamic, and the world will become dynamic. That's like Solana's approach to their fees right now, and their like infrastructure of growth, because fees is all that matters, right? Like, if you want people to show up and play at your Vegas, you better have the best slot machines, which better have the best fucking fee for the best fucking reward. And yeah, Solana kind of has that until you do a transaction, right? Then you're running down a rabbit hole, and you're basically doing the same thing we were doing on TRX in 2018, trying to catch the wave after it's already crashed. You feel me? Like, there's a lot of people that haven't left ETH for Solana, and that's what they wish to capture to get to that $100 billion market cap, in my opinion. They got really, really close. They were going head to head here with BNB. If you remember a few months ago, they were neck and neck. Now there's over 20 billion that has left Solana, and I'm pretty sure it's people who chanced it and then dipped out and went back to Ethereum. They went back to Bitcoin. I mean, ETH fees have been low as shit. So technically, now was the time to go back to ETH and build positions. You know, like I keep saying, build a vacation on the blockchain so you're not doing transactions in the middle of fucking, you know, out of control world. And yeah, that's kind of why right now I'm not really biting on any of these chains, because they're showing me the same historical data that I've already seen before. You feel me? Like, XRP used to be number 2 for the longest time. And then Ethereum stepped in because people got off that I want to bank shit. Like, you can just go and click this. All right, here it goes. That was the flippening right there. 2016. That didn't take too long. And you can almost say right here, I should have been paying attention to Ethereum. But what happened to me? I got caught up in the fucking... I was following Trevon at the time. So I was like watching like the BitConnect things going on. And then at the same time, I was getting into Tron, like TRX and EOS. Or I was trying to get into what was EOS, but at the time it was called BitShares. And I just didn't know where everything was going, because I'm still coming in off of the I want to be my own bank, right? So you see, like, everyone's going to enter crypto at their own little concept of conjunction, and then it's up to them to kind of filter out where they need to be like where actually you should be, like where should your attention be so that you get the most rewards for what you can bring to the overall community, right? And crypto's been scrambled, but going back to this thing that these are flags, if you could have seen the community at its core, you could have grabbed the flag when it was worth nothing. Multiple times you had it. I mean, this whole chance right here in 2016, if you've been in crypto and you were trying to capture a flag, like, that was the comment somebody left to me today. They were like, you must be rich. You've been in crypto for 8 years. And I'm just like, bro, that's not it. Like, the game is not to become rich from crypto. Like, you want to integrate it into your reality. I mean, if you become rich from integration, then fabulous, you know? But I do think if your integration takes time. So if you get integrated, there's always going to be a trade-off, you know? Either you came in with a lot of money and you got ahead fast, or you're slowly working your way through it to get to the end. And that's kind of where I am in crypto. I've been slowly moving through it because for some reason the reality never gave me the opportunity to full send it. Every time I've tried to full send crypto, something IRL pops up to be like, nah, bruh. But with Zen, that's one of the first ones that actually allow me to be myself and full send it. Like, I've been full Zen since 2022 or 23. February, that's when I actually quit like my job and shit and decided to just dedicate myself to the blockchain and, like, you know, stream almost every day. I mean, we slowed down a bunch, but yeah, we was almost here every single day last year watching the Zen chart go to zero. And that type of culture is what, in my opinion, keeps things around, right? I think what we've built in Zen can no longer be rugged from us because it's always going to be ours. And the best part is it's forever down in the sense of 8 years supply. Like, it's never going to have a day with more supply than tomorrow. And I think that is, I should say new supply. I shouldn't say, you know, like new supply, whatever that like ratio it is, it should never be more than the overall like hot holdings. Like, you should never see 100 billions in, or I shouldn't say billion, because the top of it all, I think it's like 34 trillion or some dumb shit. So whatever the top is, you should never see all that shit show up on one day. And that's what keeps Zen safe, is that there's no surprise factor to rock the boat besides the users themselves. And that is hard to find in crypto. A lot of cryptos aren't built that way. A lot of them, again, have been camps designing for futuristic like takes, right? And some of those camps are still here, and some of them have lost steam in their approach to solving the color coin question in Bitcoin that Satoshi left out on purpose. Because he said, nah, no one needs to program it. They just need to send it. And now I think was one of the smartest decisions by Satoshi. Whoever that person is, that was the most critical thing, the most important part of the thing. Like if they would have added color coins, and I'm saying colored coins because this is an actual fact. Like you can go and look these things up. That's what they were called. Oops, I might spell something wrong there. Yeah, see. Colored coins. The term colored coins loosely described as a class of methods for representing and managing real-world assets on top of Bitcoin. So these real-world assets, these RWAs, that's what we live in today. Like everyone wants to be real. Like, right? Like everyone wants to be real. The realest you can be, though, is in systematic networking. So if your network is shit, or if your network can't handle congestion, like the Nakamoto consensus has given to Ethereum because it adapted it from Bitcoin. And again, because Ethereum is just an environment they created for colored coins in Bitcoin. And yeah, it never was an intent to free you. Never was Ethereum designed to like free you from the idea of what crypto is going to become. It was actually endorsing a piece of Bitcoin that was taken out to keep the humans focused on one thing, which was we need to replace the financial state of existence. Like the way people transfer money is garbage. And then out comes Bitcoin to secure the hash, and a network of computers that can secure the hash, right? So shout outs to Satoshi for doing that. There's no one really talks about it, but that's the history of it all. I learned about color coins because of ordinals. I didn't even know that this was even a thing, but Taproot is the originals, and that's why, again, I've been saying this. I'm rooting for the Taproot Wizards. I think that is this most strategic way to keep the parallels of the past with today's future, and not trying to change today's future, which no one can alter because it was created in the past. Same with like Zen. Zen's the same thing. Like Zen is not trying to change the way that you crypto. Zen is just trying to remind you what it is to crypto. And there's a lot of people who are like, nah. I crypto like this now. Like, it's like, I don't ever want to shoot shots at Titan, but this is the funniest thing is once Zen starts to feel a little bit of sell off, all of a sudden I just see like everyone being like, oh man, Titan's getting ready to come back. Like, oh, I was getting ready to do another round. And I'm like, bruv, do you guys know how this works? You're running in a circle. Like, the problem with Titan is not that Titan is a bad project. It's that Jake gave 3% to an unknown address forever. Anytime someone wants to talk about this, interact with this, wants to be close to this, they have to remind the user about the 3%. I don't know why the fuck you would want to do that. I think that is a mental illness or not a mental illness. I shouldn't say it that way because you should wake up to what you're doing. You should be coherent to it so you can improve, rather than think it's something that's that I can't get over this. Like I hate that shit. Like I can't get over this. Like this is something that is me. It's like, all right, you just discovered it, bruv. Like you ain't gotta be like it's you. You've been known this. Now you're just out. You're just out like out of yourself and saying to you to confirm with yourself, like we don't give a fuck, and that's kind of why, like in Zen, it's too easy to root for because again, it's free from any boundaries of percentages. It's free from any owner to say that I'm doing XYZ with it. it's free in general. Like, it's literally free. Like, if you were mining Zen at the lowest way this past week, this shit was free again. I got some in. I hope you got some in. What have I been saying about these low gas points? And this right here also is just a way for us to know no one's on Ethereum right now. They're all moved back to Bitcoin for that runes. That's where the retail crypto users were. They were in the runes world. And now they're slowly coming back to ETH with their rewards, which is crazy. It's fucking crazy. People are siphoning Bitcoin out to go back to ETH. That's why, again, I'm really, really, really curious about the future of Bitcoin. I'm starting to get not necessarily bearish, but I'm becoming content with the idea that it could just be expensive, but not be outrageous. Like when it was going crazy, you start having those outrageous thoughts like, oh shit, maybe Bitcoin will go to 500,000. And then you remember like how dumb the world is. And it's like, oh wait, the world won't follow this. Like they could barely, stay up with today's trends. Like, don't let a rap diss track come out. The world is just going to get derailed, like don't let a war pop off. The world is going to get derailed, So it just kind of makes me wonder, like, is the world even ready for Bitcoin? Or is the Bitcoin going to be introduced to it? Right? So if that was the case where the Bitcoin is actually being introduced to the world rather than the world saying, we want it, I wouldn't think Bitcoin goes that high because the power players are going to hold all the Bitcoins, like the BlackRocks, the Fidelities, like everything that you hear is real. And you're part of it when you think that it's going to go higher than it's going to go. That's kind of why I'm just being a little bearish right now on Bitcoin. Because again, I said 50K in March. So theoretically, if I was balls deep in Bitcoin, that top call that I accidentally made would have been my sell day. I would have seen it and I would have sold. And then I would have bought the dip here. And then, there's always top, recovery, and then one more. And then that's your double bottom vibe and then out. So I'm kind of on that too, where May could be a sad month for Bitcoin. And that sad month being people feeling like, yo, I lost because I decided to play this game. Right. So the price just isn't recovering because the buyers have left. And these are things people need to realize. Like, did runes ruin Bitcoin? Do you think runes ruined Bitcoin? I don't think Taproot ruined Bitcoin. I think it actually saved it. And I've been saying that Taproot saved Bitcoin. Now that it's been saved, how many times will it be ruined? And I think that's something that is something you need to keep close to you. And why, again, I'm saying follow the OGs. Like, might not want to, but like Udi literally brought me to colored coins in a talk he was talking about in the beginning of ordinals, and that's why I learned about them. And now colored coins has actually opened up my whole philosophy, or like my whole theory on crypto, that Ethereum really was a test fucking network. It was a test network for colored coins. Anyone who stayed on the Bitcoin network, they flourished. And that's why they were saying, how are you going to get me on ETH? Even when Hex came out, there was a bunch of Bitcoiners that did not want to go to Ethereum, and Hex was supposed to bring Bitcoiners in. Like, that was one of the selling points of Hex when it was Bitcoin Hex, was that we're going to get a bunch of Bitcoiners and we're going to airdrop them this ERC20, and then we'll tell other people to stake for 15 years, and then it ran a cycle. That's basically it. Like, I don't think the top was in Hex. I don't think that the top was strategic, because you can see it from now. Like, they ran in a circle. Like, instead of making their top strategic and growing the brand, Richard Hart like disappeared, and now they're at the bottom trying to come up. Like, that's not how you want to do the cycle, in my opinion. You're not going to see Zen do that shit. That's one thing I can tell you right now. Zen will not have that cycle. And people are going to say that, oh, it's going to do the same thing. Like, it's going to pop off and dump hard. But again, we are designing something here to burn users. Like, you get burned when you sell Zen because you can't make more anymore. So that's what it is. Like, if you sell now there's going to be sellers who bought Zen and they're going to have their own stories. But if you minted Zen and sold it, you will forever be a fudder, because you'll be trying to get back something that's never going to come back. That girlfriend ain't never coming back, bro. Like, the game is to hodl. Like, if you're minting. So me right now minting, watching this candle in the future, of course I'm not gonna sell my Zen. Like, it's the cheapest Zen I've made ever. I'm better off staking it and going into the future with it rather than giving it to someone else, even if it's 1 billion Zen, right? And that's kind of where we are now. Like, we're watching the accounts that are pushing the price down. They have to do it in mass because they need to shake out someone who's thinking about selling. And that's kind of why, again, I know X1's not out yet because this thing should be rocket shipping already, right? And the FUD should be next level. It's Q2 now. We're almost into the middle. We're almost into the beginning middle of Q2, and no one's crying about X1 not being out, you know, because it would bring too much attention to it, and that's what I knew Jack was trying to do when it came to timing, was not necessarily time the market, but bring attention to the product with timing, because users would think, oh, he's gonna stay in time, but then it doesn't. He's done this multiple times. The time doesn't come up, you know, and then you're standing there like, damn, he didn't do it. But then the gang is like, he keeps creating the culture and the community from those you were waiting on time moments, right? That's how we get the X1. X1 showed me this because this opened up the box about the Struder's cat theory in crypto, and like, are you someone in crypto that is fantasizing about an idea rather than someone who is observing the idea, right? If you observe it, you watch it, it does its thing. If you fantasize and don't observe but know that there is something going on, it tends to do the thing that you know that's going on, right? And that's kind of like the 333 auction. There's a lot of people who've waited on going full send on Zen because they're waiting to burn all their Zen at one time. But that's all part of the plan. Like, you're running off of time that doesn't exist. Like, you could stake your Zen. I'm on that too, but I would tell you this. The reason why I haven't staked my Zen is because I don't want to get caught in high gas, because I don't fucking believe in Ethereum. Like, I do not trust ETH at all. So there ain't no way I'm staking my Zen on Ethereum, bro. Fuck that shit. I'm moving to X1 chain. But for those that want, or where I'm at with this, I'm going to hold my Zen and diamond hand the hodling so that I can feel the number go up. Like, I haven't had that feeling yet where I've hodled through the number go up. Again, I don't have to burn my Zen because I'm mining blocks, and that's a good way to hedge your Zen, because the burn for X1 chain to be a top burner will more than likely be, you know, $50,000+ worth of Zen, to be honest, to be a top burner. And there's a lot of people. Like, actually, I was looking at the holders list, and I was like, bro, Zen is crazy. Like the way that, if you really are looking at it, it is fucking nuts. Look at this. We're almost to a halfway point where other accounts own half of the supply versus the top. I don't know what this side would be. But yeah, we're almost there. 50% in other accounts' hands. So the top is small, man. The top is very, very small. We don't know. ET already got his pimple popped up out of this pitch. And then I saw, shout out CG. CG even started to, he hung up like a Zen flag at his crib. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? I thought it was fuck Zen. Like, yo, I guess not, man. I guess not. This is a lot of cap just to get to this part. I'm so glad I got to bring all this with me on my journey, you know? Like, I watched so much cabbage. That's what we're going to call it. There's a bunch of cabbage, bro. Bunch of cabbage. Everybody acting like they tight. They ain't. Fucking internet warriors. But yeah, so the top 100, 80 billion Zen. 80 billion Zen. Like, let's look at how much money that costs to make right now. Let's go to a handy dandy Zenmon. She's coming back. What up, Tekken? What it do? Rolando says, we going for broke over here. That's a fact. Interview with Jack on KSB TV was pretty good. Yeah, that was actually really good. Oh, man, I forgot this Phantom Mint. I got to get that. Oh, no, I got that. Never mind. Just kidding. But, yeah, man. See, what is happening with that Jack interview is we filtered out most of the fudders in Zen. Like, the people who are here now, like, they're the people who comprehend how it works. So as long as that group keeps growing, it proves that like you can get left behind, because it's just not Crypto Bruh screaming this. It's just not, you know, Simple screaming this. It's not Tree City just screaming this. There's a lot of people that are like us that want a fairer environment to crypto in, so they can not feel like everything is going to be a rug pull. And meanwhile, there are individuals in the Zen world that are still hokey pokey if we can pull that off. And I believe we can. I believe we will make a blockchain that will not necessarily be rug proof, because you can get rugged on life from just driving a car or walking down the street. So rug proof that is, I think, impossible. But what I do think is possible is prevention. And I can see X1 chain amplifying prevention for users to get robbed, or whatever you want to call it, rugged, like what, lost, confused, because people self-rug, right? I know a lot of people who self-rug themselves. So I've self-rug too. I call that the rage quit. When you rage quit in crypto, you tend to self-rug yourself. Really, you should be quitting because of mathematics, not because you fucking hate the creator. Like, you should definitely wait for the math to math and then quit, versus just like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. You know, look back like, damn, I should have waited a little bit. But yeah, that's kind of what's funny about Zen right now. We're growing in the masses, and that idea that we just want a better experience, and no one can intercept that. Like, you can come and talk to us and tell us that Jack Levin's a front runner. Then I would just tell you I front run Jack Levin. Then you would tell me, you know, like, Zen is centralized, and then I would just say it's a small community. Then you would say the XEN centralized servers. And then it's like, yeah, man, we in testnet. What the fuck? Did no one say we mainnet right now? We are testing, and I'm glad that you care. So as long as this is the ongoing back and forth, fuck it, bruv. Fuck it. Zen is getting stronger and stronger, because the FUD is getting weaker and weaker. Like, eventually you're just going to be literally saying, I hate you. It's like, damn. That's why, like, now I'm at this point in the Zen world where after today, I'm just going to push positivity to the mentally disturbed. There ain't no reason for me to try to like bring you around, because I am 100% comprehending that some people are just here to disrupt. They're not here to enlighten you or help you grow. They're really here just to make sure that you stay in the same place. Like I've seen so many people in my reality do this to me, and I ain't gonna let that shit happen no more. Like, straight up. Like, I was actually supposed to have a spaces with someone. I'll keep it cryptic. I was supposed to have a spaces with a team, but I decided to cancel it because they started talking shit about X1 chain. And I was like, man, see, this is why I don't want to offer my intellectual conversation to some people, because y'all don't know how to act. Y'all gonna try to flip the script or some dumb shit, or do something that is outside of the scope of my principles. So as of now, I'm gonna just hold my ground and not be so serious. And just have fun. Like, yo, that shit ain't fun to me. Like, oh, you think X1's already dead? Like, this conversation ain't gonna be fun to me. So I just postponed it. But yeah, man, if you're gonna ask me to do something, just don't shit on Zen, like, because that's where I am, regardless if the project helps Zen. It needs to help the message, which is we need to free these motherfuckers. And if it don't help that message, don't bring that shit to me. Like, for real. Like, if it has any sorts of middle opportunity, don't bring that shit to me. If it has an ideology that is surrounding around one person's amplification of ideology, do not bring that shit to me. But if it's a group of individuals trying to rattle a cage and suck the water out of the ocean, I'm pulling the fuck up, because let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, I think we can do it too. Let's dehydrate the ocean on some that can't happen type shit. That's where I'm trying to be. And yo, big ups to Mick with the 5 subs. Swoopity doopity. But yeah, man, that's the mentality I'm looking for as well in the Zen world. I'm looking for more individuals that are passionate about this idea, this ideology, about this product we have, about this mission we're building. Like, we all gonna go up. No one can stop us. We better than Bitcoin, because we don't have to our testnet for color coins is out there already. We did that too. Technically, we're following the same trajectory if you think of it like that. Like Bitcoin came out 2010. Bitcoin started trading 2011. And then Bitcoin disregarded color coins, I think, in 2013. That might be when it was just like basically they turned off the the function. See, like, yeah, there was this function, this op return function. They just turned it off. Satoshi was like, not on our. Basically, like, think of it like this: how we had Zonis turn off, and then they came back on. That was the same conversation people were having with colored coins in Bitcoin. Should this stay or should this go? Because it's good, but it's not needed. And people found value in the colored coins and created their own chain, created their own world, created actually what I would say is the real world asset side of cryptocurrency. So that did happen. It just didn't happen on Bitcoin. And that spirit, it lives throughout cryptocurrency where people want to have non-tangible tangibles. I don't fucking know why people are like this. It's a collector's feeling. You got to go ask the people. Why do you want to own this shitty shit? I don't fucking know either. And yeah, you could almost say Zen is reliving this model because what we've done to help people go and explore, have fun with their colored coins, right? You can go in 12 different chains, 12 different Zens, 12 different things going on. None of them are actually the same. Like P.o.P has been trading at the top up here for the longest time, but still hasn't broke $50,000 in liquidity, right? And then you have Matic here is in the same boat, hasn't broke $50,000 in liquidity. Like that shit just blows my mind. Even P.o.P hasn't reached $50,000 in liquidity. You feel me? Like we're in the color coin era of crypto or Zen crypto before the masses find it. They're going to find all these other coins before they find the ETH one. The ETH one is just for the early adopters because we're going to burn the shit out of all the ETH. And then the price is just going to go dumb as fuck because we knew this was going to happen. But on the other chains, those are rails, right? Polygon, it's a Matic rail. So you can burn your MZen and go to X1. Every single one of these. And that's why I know it's not ready yet. Man, you got Phantom over here sitting with $3,000 in liquidity. You got CBZen, which is still kicking ass, but it is sitting back at $5,000 or $5,000 liquidity. I'm still rooting for CBZen. I actually had to swallow a hard pill. I wanted to buy more CBZen, but I've been buying Zen and biting the pill over here because I minted a bunch. And that's what it's all about. It's about mining Zen, minting Zen. It's not so much about buying it all the time. Sometimes you'll be able to buy it, but sometimes the opportunities really do be on the other chain. And you gotta, I use Rainbow Wallet. That's my go-to wallet. Because in Rainbow Wallet, I'll show you real quick. Rainbow Wallet, I can do different chain exchanges. So like I can go from Ethereum to Base and Optimism within seconds. What the fuck is this? You've bridged ETH through socket. Oh, because wait. Oh, this must have hit today. But yeah, so like I'll do things like this. The notification just showed up to me. So like bridging ETH to Optimism all in one app cost me $2.78 in fees. So yeah, if there's anything that I think, if you're looking for a really, really good wallet, I'm gonna put it in the chat right now so you can have it. Yeah, I like Rabby Wallet. The problem with Rabby Wallet that I have is integration. I don't see them being integrated because they're from Asia. Not to hate on Asians. Not to hate on Asians. I love my Asians. But we have a technology war going on. They're literally trying to ban TikTok in America right now. Like, what the fuck is going to happen when crypto wallets come out? Like, you really think you're going to have an Asian crypto wallet? Like, come on, guys. If you live in America, I would suggest find an American wallet now that you like so that when things go bad, you won't like be out here looking lost. How do I do XYZ? Because you never did the work to see the direction of the political side of cryptocurrency. And that's kind of why, again, I like Rainbow Wallet, because they're from Coinbase, like think tank. Like there's like a think tank in Coinbase that they've continuously have left out there. It's kind of like open source. Coinbase is going the same route as Facebook, y'all. So don't be surprised to hear this. Like, oh, I was working with Coinbase and we came out with XYZ. Like, I'm expecting that to be a normal thing. And Rainbow Wallet is one of those because it's Wallet Connect. And Wallet Connect is consensus. So there are going to be tiny camps that come out of bigger conglomerate concepts. And that's the only reason I would say use it, just so that you get hip to it. You know what I'm saying? So you're not like I'm trying to say, right? You're not out here like, damn, like I can't do nothing because motherfucking waddy woo. Hold on. We got to get this up here so y'all can get it. Yeah, if you want to get the Rainbow Wallet, there's the link right there. Bro, Coinbase is the feds. Chill, bro. Life is the feds, bro. The real Fed is God. But nah, man. I mean, you gotta get off of that shit. You know what the Fed is, dude? Cause like, let's think of it like this. It's a mind block. I used to be someone like that too. Oh my God, like conspiracies, like everybody's watching me. Bro, we live in public. Your bank account, no one gives a fuck about it until it starts to move the Fed itself. Then they're like, hold the fuck up. Or if you're like Kanye, where you start saying some outlandish shit and then they want to suppress you, so they take your money that they get access to. And that's why, again, it's important you do crypto, because if you're in crypto, it doesn't matter if they want to steal your keys. Coinbase can't fucking refund Bitcoins. And if they ever did that shit, people would leave that shit. Like if Coinbase ever had a story come out that they reversed your transaction and took the Bitcoins back, like, and you're just a Joe Schmo, like you're just trying to pay your Tesla fucking bill, like it would hit and people would stop using it. It would jeopardize them. So again, the thought of like you're dealing with the feds will forever be watching. The concept is when you get it, listen clearly now, when you get it, you design your world then, right? I can use Coinbase and talk about it freely, but it's not like I'm going to talk about the things that I shouldn't talk about on this channel. Like, what the fuck? I'll let you have that question mark, federales. But for, you know, that what I want Coinbase to see, I'll let them see it. You feel me? And that's the strategic way of approaching crypto. I think that's why another reason why people can't get rich in crypto, because then they keep their money on the exchange instead of a cold wallet. You know, or creating a wallet. You can create your own wallet. You can spin up your own fucking wallet, and like, it will never even be on a ledger. You know what I'm saying? There's so many ways to do it. But yeah, I wouldn't say Coinbase is the feds, just to my audience, because y'all need to stay paying attention to them motherfuckers, because they changing crypto in front of our eyes. And if we can watch those changes happening, it's more, it plays to our advantage so that we can grasp opportunity rather than thinking it's the feds. That's kind of why, again, I moved it's the feds concept off of my head for CBZen, and I actually see CBZen as one of the gateways to X1 chain that no one's really thinking about, because the fees are so low, and people don't give a fuck that CB is the feds. They give a fuck that the fees are low. So I rather bet on the fees are low, make some cash, and then we'll see where we go with CBZen. If I become like crazy wealthy off of this one, I don't know. We'll play the fucking weird game over here. I don't know. We'll see what the fuck happens, you know. But until then, you know what I'm saying, pump my bag, federales. I don't know, CB. Just gives me bad vibes. They lock up funds when you send them from random wallets. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Don't go to Coinbase to cash out all the time. Like, you can cash out Bitcoins now. Like, fuck Coinbase for cash out. You know, last time I cashed out from Coinbase was like ages ago. I'll buy from them and send it out. But cashing out, I typically use Bitcoin now, and I use Cash App, or I'll use an ATM, and I'll just make sure that I'm making enough money to cover the fee. You know, I'd rather have my face taking Bitcoin out than me put it through a centralized exchange that might accidentally keep it. You feel me? So if you can find a Bitcoin ATM in your neighborhood, that might be one of the best ways to exit and enter if you've been looking for that. But if you're still like, I use Coinbase to enter and exit, it can get a little sticky icky. And that's kind of why, again, I recommend always going into Bitcoin. And if you need to get into Bitcoin, no KYC, just use Simple Swap. This website right here. You can use Simple Swap. You got to pay a little fee. But what you can do is you can use this to pretty much get out of any Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency. And this is still no KYC. So I would say the day the feds say that, you know, you can't have a Simple Swap anymore, then we might be in, you know, bad territory. But until then, what I would recommend again is like, I think they have, I mean, they pretty much have every chain here. But yeah, you can swap into BTC and then just go to anywhere that's trying to. There's so many places now trying to get that BTC fee, man. They don't give a fuck who you are. They just want you to. They like, here's some money, man. Give us that Bitcoin. Give us that Bitcoin. We don't give a fuck who you are. You could be Big Bird. You can cash out with us. And I would say the day that shit dies is when the feds really are watching. I know right now the feds watch the hood ATMs because they want to see, because like, again, in the hood, Bitcoin is just for scamming. So when you get away from that, that's why, again, it's like, yo, technically crypto is not for the scam. So like the feds do not watch. The feds are like, actually, they don't even know how to handle this. The feds are still trying to handle the IRL, bro. Like, millionaires do not pay taxes. And that's like their goal right now. They're trying to target the middle high class to get some money back because the financial state of the world is collapsing. Like, we are literally watching the government fund war, and people are like protesting in America, and the government's still signing bills to print money because the world works off of USA money, and there's like nothing we can do about it as USA people. We just pay. The only thing we can do is not pay taxes. And then like, you not pay taxes just means now you got a fucking audit agent in your shit 24/7. You feel me? So like, it's a weird world that we live in, but I am promoting Bitcoin in a more pure fashion so that we know that the feds ain't watching, because they want us to do non-peer things with the BTC to make them watch us. And fuck that shit. That's the backwards way of thinking of it. Like, yield your BTC, make more BTC, and then go and like give them their fee. Like, fuck y'all, here's the fee, bro. That's how I'm feeling with crypto. I'm making enough of it so I can have a fuck it fee for all. We got we got BTC machines all over here in VA. Oh yeah. In Virginia, they really want the BTC out there. They really want the BTC, and that's why, again, I mean, I don't know. I'm living on the crust of the crypto market. I don't live inside of it. That's why I I have hyper focus to Ethereum and Bitcoin. And again, Zen has entered my reality because it seems to be a coin that needs this nourishment. Not many coins need nourishment. Many of them have VC fundings or middleman intentions. Zen has none of that. So technically, it's a capture the flag. Anyone here now is capturing the flag, and when this shit takes off, that you're on your own at that point. You know, I have ideas. I ain't gonna say them aloud, but I have a lot of cool ideas. If you've met me in the real world, you've heard a couple of them. But yeah, they all consist of crypto's success. So as long as crypto is successful, my ideas should come to reality. And that's why, again, the thought is that if crypto isn't successful, then you must pack it up and go find something that is, because this is a dragon, and it's never going to appear. So you can run the race, but for me, I would probably go and find some money somewhere else, you know. But personally, I think I can talk this way. A very arrogant dialogue that crypto will be the shit, because I see it in the real world. Like, the real world is down bad, bro. Like, they selling blocks in New York now, like whole blocks. Like, that's bad, bro. That's subsidy right there. Whole block, they got a deal on that shit. And so it's like, where's the money coming from? People can still buy blocks and build high rises in New York. Like, where's the recession? You know, people still gonna order DoorDash Motherfuckers is living on. Motherfuckers will get 5 jobs just to order DoorDash in America. Like, this shit is so down bad. Like, we were at the top. What was Richard Hart saying? Oh, there's people buying $100,000 JPEGs. We're at the top. In IRL, bro, there's people with 5 jobs trying to get a DoorDash order. We are at the top. That shit is crazy. When NXD, did it get pushed back? Crypto real estate. You live off crypto? I manage my life with crypto. I like manage my finances with it. And then I slowly DCA it to my life rather than cash out and feel like I did something. Because I want to see a world where I never have to cash out my bits, my Ethereums, my Zens. I would love to see a life where I can go to a shell and I can buy my gas with my Zen that I've minted. You know, I would love a world where there's many resources weaved into the network of crypto rewards to help progress life so we can think about other things. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, that's my approach to living off of crypto. It's not about cashing out and making $100,000 or making $1 million and having $1 million worth of fiat sitting in a Chase account. That's like not my vision of living off of crypto. Mine's is, again, it's the DCA out into your life if life appears. And that's kind of why I try to keep myself aligned with projects that speak to that, where it's not about becoming rich or becoming stable. It's about how you finesse in this volatility. And that's life, bro. We finessing nonstop, man. Shit go up, shit go down. That's why I like the spring. I was saying yesterday, I was like, I like the spring because in springtime, everything comes back to life and it's a relief on my brain. When everything's dead and the trees don't have leaves and the flowers aren't blooming and the sun, it just don't hit. It hit different when it doesn't have the reflection of the nature, you know, like that shadow of nature off the light. It's inspiring. And like, it makes so much sense why spring is when we feel good. You know, as like homo sapiens of like this idea, you know, like I feel good, like, oh, that's just the world, you know, coming back alive. And I never really realized this because I've never been so involved in such a spiritual feeling cryptocurrency. And I'm not relating this shit to God at all. Like, I'm relating this just to the idea of a new season. Like, yes, right now it's beautiful outside. It's a new season out there. I want to go outside right now and just take in this new season that was free new season. Didn't have to do nothing for it. Fucking just showed up. Like, that's what I think of living off crypto, you know. But I hope one day that crypto is my VC funding for my fun ass ideas. When NXD did it get pushed back? Nah, I think NXD comes out this Sunday. I just think DBZen it's DXN is a catch or is a buy, burn, and don't look at it. Because I thought they were building community here, and I still think they are. That's why I believe in Raz and team. Raz has been building community hard in this very, 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 very special coin. DXN is special to the Zen ecosystem. But the thing about it is it's one of the harshest ones that if you go full send in the DXN and you're not in Zen, you're going to hella hate yourself. I'm going to keep it real. I've already done this many times where I sold my Zen into DXN and then DXN dumps. And I'm like, fuck. And then Zen pumps. So I was kind of expecting this. I actually sold some DXN at 325 or yeah, like 332 or some shit. Like over here. So I just sold some DXN a couple days ago. Yeah, on this pump right here on the 20th. Oh, okay, yeah. So it pumped on the 20th and it had a sell off and I felt kind of weird. And the reason why I was feeling weird about DXN was I was rooting for the community and I was very surprised to see the community still selling the coins. Like Zen and DXN are the same, but DXN actually has its own community that does not like Jack Levin. I don't know why they don't like Jack Levin. Like, it's so weird. Like, DXN runs parallel to Zen, but its core community, not talking about Raz, I'm talking about the people who own the DXN coin, do not like Zen. And I have no clue why. Like, we work together. Like, if we go up, you go up, right? I mean, granted, Xenon hasn't been working for a lot of Xenians. Maybe Xenon wasn't created for the today's Xenian, because a lot of today's Xenians did smaller mints. They didn't do Xenterions, which is stopping people from using DBZen or Xenon, essentially. So Xenon can't crack off. Like, imagine how cracking Xenon would be if my 2 VMUs worked. But I don't even know, and they don't even know why it won't work. But everyone tells me if I had more VMUs, it'd probably work. So that means, you know, to me, like, I'm saying, oh shit, there's something there that's preventing or creating friction from the realness to happen, you know? The realness that I was talking about was DXN would eat a lot of rewards because people wouldn't want to sell their Zen to remint. They would simply do DXN. And I have numerous people who've told me Xenon does not work for them. And if you've been following DBZen, then you've also noticed that this doesn't fill up that often. It's like, why isn't the buy and burn filling up often in DBZen? And it's not that no one's not using Xenon. It's just that Xenon doesn't work for the type of Xenian that would want to use it, which is someone with 10, 20 VMUs. Right? They're Xenian. They're mining every single day. They were very strategic about how they mine. They didn't just do the CG mining strategy of every day is Xenterion. And I think that's really affected DBZen. So what I'm waiting for in DBZen right now is there a protocol that comes out for, you know, the NXD. NXD is not hard to understand. And a TLDR is, it's basically a supply token for DXN. So you take DXN and you swap it for NXD that puts it in a liquidity pool forever. So it helps build the floor of DXN. Now the question is their community buying that shit? And if their community isn't buying it, why would a Xenian buy it? Because Xenians would buy DXN if DXNers stop selling. That's why no one's buying this shit. Because they're like, well, I'll just mine it. Like, I'll just burn some Zen for it. And that doesn't really help the price. Right? In DXN, you want buyers. You don't want people burning. Like, that's fun. You know, like, yeah, we burn a lot. But DXN really wants buyers. That's a champion, though. They need someone to champion that. And they don't have anybody that can do that right now. I'm definitely not doing it. Unfortunately, I am a Xenian, and DBZen is a derivative of our ecosystem to help with deflationary factors, or help speed up disinflationary factors. Like, Zen will become disinflationary without the help of DXN, but products like DXN speed that up and reap benefits from burning Zen. Right? And that's the best part about DBZen, yo. It has a bottom mean somewhere here. This is just an inflated pump. So if it came back down and tested this 200 here at $1, was it 40? Was it at $1.42? That would be healthy. Like, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a dip right now in DBZen, leading up to the NXD, like, sell the news event, which I hope it's not that, but it's adding up to that, you know. It's really adding up to that. Like, another way to think of this is like Zen. Some would say burning Zen and X1 chain is a sell the news event. What we're noticing is that this may be a pump. There's gonna be a pump into Zen, so you can't really sell the news, because selling the news of X1 chain is selling into a pump. Like, there's always gonna be buyers below. That's what's happening right here, from here to here. This is people buying up Zen because they're waiting for X1 chain anticipation. So once it's live and it's fast, and it is fast, I'll show you it's fast. Right now it's pushing 34 millisecond block time, bro. It's faster than fucking Solana. That's how fast the AlphaNet is. Okay, they turned it off right now. But when it was clocking, yeah, it was at 343 milliseconds. And that's huge, man. That's actually really, 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 really nice. It proves again, like, hey, blockchain ain't hard. What's hard is creating community and creating network. So again, the idea that you're gonna sell into X1 is a very mediocre narrative, and and every day that Zen continues to prove that it's becoming disinflationary leading up to X1 chain, it helps combat that discussion. And that's why, again, don't talk shit about X1 and expect someone to jump on the spaces. Like, that shit doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, you're gonna be stuck in the same position unless you pump it, right? And I didn't rage quit because I'm smarter this time around, so I sold only like 100. Got my little back, you know what I'm saying? I think I spent like $300 on like 300 DXN back here or something stupid. Yeah, it was like $300 for like 300 DXN when it was like, or maybe it was like 200 for 300 when it was down here somewhere. So I went ahead and got my 360 back. I only had to sell 100 coins, still got 300 left. And I'm gonna ride it out. I'm gonna let the fees, because I was content when the fees were 47 cents a day. So at $1 a day, I'm not any different. You know, I'm very humble about this experience. I'm not going to be like, yo, I need fucking $5 a day or something like that. Like, that's not how DXN works. So I'm going to let DXN or DBZen do its thing. And I'm going to keep mine in the liquidity pool while their community goes out and gets into NXD. And I'm just going to keep waiting for it to, you know, really give me a sign that it's time to buy. But I don't think DXN is a buy signal right now. Just my way of thought. Yeah, I've been doing outside work all day. It's great weather. Yeah, that's awesome, bro. Out in Texas is great weather. Yeah, it should be great weather all around America right now, because it's our spring, like, for real, like right now. Like, this is it. So definitely go and take advantage of it being, you know, come into existence, because once we get in the summer, it's going to be hot. Everything going to be sun beat. You know, summer, that's why summer ain't as pretty as spring, because everything all beat the fuck up, tired, praying for winter and shit. Oh, God, it's been a rough summer. When's that winter coming? Right now, we in the reverse. We in the upside down. We coming out of winter like, thank the Lord. Shit is getting new again. You're buying DXN. I was buying DXN at $7. Damn, that's crazy. It's better on Pulse. I make $2 a day on Pulse. That's dope. I mean, cyber real estate, the way DXN works is it's the better version of Zen, and that's why it has crazy haters in it. The haters in DBZen hate Zenians, which and because it's a better version of Zen, but it's attached to it. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's like they don't want Zenians in it because they know it's gonna blow up. But we're super calm, and I know now, like, oh, I don't need to sell on my DBZen because their community will pump the coin. And then as long as Zen goes up, which I'm, you know, that's where my mental focus is, so that's going up. As long as that goes up, my DBZen bag will go up, and I don't need to do anything more. But for some reason in this specific world, there's this like animosity against like what it is to be a Zenian. Like, I've even heard the DB Zenians. Like, I'm like, I didn't know it was like that either. You know, I was one of the first people to talk about DBZen. So the fact that it's like all fucking two-sided to me is very surprising. Like, the segregation in DBZen is crazy surprising to me. And again, it's made for your favorite chain. It's the best version of Zen on your favorite chain. That's why it's more expensive. That's why it pays divs and ETH. That's why you make Zen to burn it for DBZen. Right, my favorite DBZen is on CBZen. We don't get much fees over there, but I can tell, like, if you were to keep it going, it would be pretty nice. Phantom has really nice fees on DBZen. Avalanche wasn't so nice. You know what I'm saying? Optimism, I haven't even checked it out yet to see. But yeah, PZen, it should be pretty nice because Pulse Chain has a lot of users. And also, Pulse Chain is a silo. So, like, DBZen works to your advantage in Pulse Chain because you don't know if new money is going to come into Pulse Chain. But if people are burning Zen and Pulse for PZen, at least you know there's Pulse entering this contract to give you something in the future, as well as this price will rise in Pulse, which will give you an opportunity to exit and sell possibly and profit on your PDXN coins. Because again, Pulse Chain is a silo, so there's not a lot of new money attention coming in. Whereas like a lot of these other ones are really hard. Like Avalanche is actually really hard in DBZen because AVAX users don't care to get rid of their AVAX to other people. Like they rather hodl it. You know, so it's got low amounts of players. Matic is a good one. A lot of people like this one because I think they like Polygon because it's been out for so long. So Matic is always cracking. It's always got burners. It's always got users. Man, it's almost like if Matic would have just, if people didn't go so hard on mining with Matic, man, that thing would be beautiful. But it needs X1 chain as soon as possible. Yeah, MDMX is a good play. Shout outs Brian. Yeah, MDMX, like it's crazy because this is what's gonna save Matic Zen, bro. Like there's way too much Matic Zen. And again, people are waiting for the X1 auction, so I get it, you know. But I'm just like, man, the opportunity right now to burn while no one else is doing it is just insane. It's crazy. Say like me, my strategy is to sell into the X1 pump, so I can't burn my Zen and have fun because I want to sell the minted Zen. Like that's my whole like devil horn shit. You know what I'm saying? But like, there's other people who are burning the fuck out of the Zen, and like they're having all the fun and getting all the coins right now. So, you know, I'm on the other side of things. Like, fuck, I want to burn. I really want to burn. But yeah, if you're gonna play DBZen, I play it on Matic because you're gonna get the burn, and there's competition, so there's always gonna be fees. You feel me? And that's kind of what the problem is on a lot of other chains. There ain't nobody playing, so there ain't no fees. See, like this is steady fees over here. I mean, when you zoom out, it look like nothing's going on. But as soon as you zoom in, you can see where we at. 32 fees started to kick up 22 days ago. Oh shit, at the beginning of the month. So August 1st. Fees started to kick up. So if you've been this is what you do, right? Like if you've been posted in MDXN, you reap the benefits of the speculation. And that's why you always want to beat speculators, because if you're part of the speculation, you're not going to get any benefits. But everybody that stayed parked and kept mining and kept playing DBZen on Matic, they getting all the rewards right now. All of it. And they mined when it was the lowest, when there was no competition. So if you want to get into it, you can start mining. But again, you're joining a gang. But it doesn't look like they slowing down. I've been watching this for a minute now. Ain't nobody slowing down over here. They going hard. And the price shows for DXN on Matic at 3 cents. That's probably the true price of all DXNs. Like every DXN coin should be probably 3 cents. That's not Ethereum. Or you could say all of them should be 15 cents. Everything should match PZen. Because all PZen has is, like I said, it's a silo use case. So it just has users stuck in Pulse Chain. So it continues to get transactions because people are stuck there. They can say they're going to leave, but that's not real. Like no one leave. That's all cap. Like anyone saying they're leaving Pulse Chain is capping. Like we all know this already. So since you're there, that's why you're seeing the most trades happening in Pulse Chain. And it's great for someone who is there. Like I'm not in Pulse Chain. I don't have anything because I didn't sack for anything. So for me, it's not smart to dibble dabble in Pulse Chain because I'm essentially racing you guys and I have no gas. And that would be dumb of me to kind of go here and join a race I have no gas in. But this looks like it's about to fucking explode. So I have I got some peas in, but it's staked and I'm letting it bake. And you know, the day that it cracks off, I will have some peas in to be like, fuck yeah, like Pulse Chain, whoop whoop. You know, and I have full. My whole thing with the PZen is I think it should be send. It should send before anything else because the community is so strong, right? The only reason you have sellers is because it's like you know you gotta get some troopers in there to tell people not to sell. But that's the only reason this keeps selling off. That last explosion that happened, if people didn't show up to sell again, it would have popped off again. It's looking pretty healthy right now, but again, this is like DBZen. You got to go out there and temp check that community and see if they're down or if they're just talking shit, if they're capping. Don't be afraid to do it. I just temp checked the Chinese and XenBlock, and I know they're not down to sell their XEN no more unless they get 30 cents. Like, damn, 30 cents a coin? We all mining this shit for 5 cents. They're like, no, a quarter. You got to give me a whole quarter. I'm like, yo, y'all are crazy. Fuck you guys. I'm not selling anything and I'm not buying anything. But I got $1,000 for 100K XNM. We can prove your identity. If you're really trying to get the fuck out, I'm here to swoop. But yeah, there's a lot of cap going on in the fucking crypto space right now. People capping it left and right. They acting like I'm a cap. That's why I wore a hat today. Yo, is Xenify dead, you think? What up, ADZ? Does Zen have any reflection coins? Yeah, it had one. It was called Jack. It was on Pulse Chain because I see you're on Pulse Chain. They had one that was really, really cool. It's actually really cool. Like, it's one of the only ones I see left that actually is representing Zen. The Jack coin. So the Jack coin was a meme coin on Pulse Chain where when you buy it from the DEX, it takes your wallet address and then it takes some of what you buy and it burns the Zen. So you get burn credit for buying off of the DEX. They basically reverse engineered the rewards. So like instead of buying Zen and burning it, you can buy a coin and hit a burn button to send a portion of your buy to burn some Zen. It's pretty neat. But yeah, it's called Jack. And this community ran and yeah, I mean, I still think this one's really cool. You can see here small buys. These are probably it buying back and burning itself. So I think it works like that or something. But yeah, this is a good one. Look at this one, Jack. Or let's go to the website. I think it's jack.community. Yeah, jack.community. This was created by the guy who made Daytona Finance. Slashdot. Slashdot is loyal as fuck. I still see him representing Richard Hart too. So he loyal post chain person, bro. Like he loyal, and he created this this DApp again. With every Jack trade, Zen goes up in flames. So every time someone trades Jack, it burns Zen, and it's and you get the burn credit for trading Jack. So if you've never burned P-Zen, but you trade this coin, all of a sudden you're gonna start burning P-Zen. Like I like this one a lot. I wish this was on Coinbase, man. They need to move this to Base. This will be a fun ass token on Base. Actually, I'm gonna DM Slashdot and ask him to do that shit. Cause why the fuck not? Why isn't Jack on Coinbase? I mean, if let's see how much they've done over here. See, you buy it from the DEX, and then it burns it. So far, Jack, as a community, they've burned 402 billion P-Zen. And you see, again, like I said, it's from the creator of Daytona Finance. So you can take the Jack coins and stake them in his reward program and yield the Tone coin. Now, I mean, I'm not too familiar with everything, so I don't know how far, you know, the further and further away you get from the space of Zen, like how successful you'll be. But I love shit like this. Like this is what we're still missing as a community, where people are just spawning fun ideas. We're still in a very critical zone where I don't know why everyone's so serious, you know, like it's all a joke anyways. Like life is a joke. Like why are we still so serious, you know? But it is what it is. But yeah, ADZ said is I forgot you could press burn button on Phoenix. No. Oh, that's the reward pool. Yeah, there is that on Phoenix, man. I'm so far away from my Phoenix bag. It's bad. I just know it's not until the middle of this year, so I haven't paid attention to it. That's my whole thing with the Phoenix world. Here, let's look at it real fast though. Let's open the rainbow. Reading rainbow. Let's open it up. Damn. Hold up. Connect your wallet to my wallet so I can see what's inside. There we go. Connect to the Phoenix, please. All right. But yeah, so I seen that real quick for the Xenify thing. I saw that Xenify was cooking. I haven't been paying attention too much to the DApp though, because I won't lie, man. Xenify baited me in. So it's a little harder for me to start believing in them again. I'm just waiting for them to do their thing. I believe that they're a strong team of developers. I just might not touch. I just might not align with the way that they do rollout. If I was to roll out Xenify, I would have done it differently. That's basically my friction with with my belief in them. One thing I would have done differently is I would not announce something and then disregard the original plan. Like it's like you're really asking me to believe in you, and I don't like that shit anymore in crypto. So I'm just waiting for them to figure it out. Like I traded a whole bunch of XEN or whatever. I traded a whole bunch of XNF into fucking that XNF, and now that's not even going down, or the EXNF isn't even going down anymore. So for me personally, I didn't bite off more than I could afford to lose. So I'm just gonna wait for them to do their thing. I mean, they did do a wallet, but if you guys know me, I am skeptical on wallets that are not Fortune 500 funded. I like that shit. I do not like rogue wallets because you plug in your private key, and it's like you don't know what can happen, you know. That's why even with Unistat, when I created my Ordinals world, I didn't connect my old Bitcoin wallet to it. Like I created a brand new identity. So I could do that with Xenify, but I just don't know why I would. That's where the line gets drawn. It's like, why would I want to add another wallet? Like, I love the wallet I use. You know, the reason why I like Rainbow is just because I can connect to a real, like this is a Zen thing, because there's not a lot of cryptos that have multi-chain access. Zen is very rare. So in Zen, I need multi-chain access. Like if I'm on phoenix.com, I just want to click Avalanche and it show me my Avalanche supply, right? I just want to click Polygon and it show me my Polygon supply, right? And this is happening because the website is connected through Rainbow Connect, which is allowing me to connect to all RPCs that the Rainbow supports under my wallet address. So as long as Rainbow keeps adding RPC support to their wallet, and they continue to be dope, you know, there's no reason for me to stray away from them. And I think that's something that the approach to creating a wallet, I need to see that integrity. If I don't see that integrity, you're just telling me that this is going to be another wallet in my extensions. Right? It's another Tron Link. It's another iWallet. When was the last time you saw one of these? That's how this shit gonna end up, man. Do you even know what this is? Damn. Yeah, that's a few of the extensions. I could bring up Atomic Wallet or some dumb shit like that. Like, yeah, I really like Rainbow Wallet. But what you're talking about, Rolando, is this rewards part in Phoenix. So when the reward pool flushes, which it looks like it's going to happen on Polygon in 24 days, the first person to click claim rewards also gets a little bit of, no, they don't do that. Actually, yeah, that's facts. No one gets it. It just is like a way to decentralize the reward pool so that there's always going to be someone that clicks the button to flush the pool. Yeah, it's like always someone has to come back. Most of my Phoenix is on Avalanche, though. So I guess that's where my prayer lays. Uh-oh. Froze. Joe Blau, it froze on me. Yeah, the reward thing. I haven't opened it since I burned. Yeah, they kept changing the tokenomics. I got a small bullet in in Xenify. And I'll take some Alexa airdrop in there. Yeah, I'll take like the Alexa airdrop. Like I'm gonna take the vibes as they come. But they flipped it too hard when I saw that they weren't doing the VXNF anymore. That kind of like wrecked my participation. Which I'm pretty sure was all part of the strategy. Which was like if they like, that's like me, like basically what they're telling me is you should have been tapped in. Like how I tell people you should be tapped into X1. That's what Xenify just told me. And I can't be mad at them because I really was not tapped in. Like I'm really not tapped into Xenify, and I did a whole interview with them motherfuckers. And like, it's nothing against them. It's just like I got Zen to focus on right now. Like Zen is the key, not Xenify. It's Zen, bro. Like if it's not helping Zen 24/7, it's gonna be forgotten about. That's just the facts. And that's why DB Zen was able to come back for another hurrah, because at the end of the day, its core is Zen. So that's why it's like, yo, this battle between between the Jack Plebins and the Jack Levins and DXN, like I said, I'm gonna hodl this token, so you can't shake me out. But I am gonna watch and wait for you motherfuckers to stop acting so stupid. I can't wait for that day. Then I'll start talking to the chat again. But no one can answer my Xenify question. Or my bad, my Xenon question. That was a flag. That's why I was like, I gotta sell some DXN right now. I gotta get some rewards. I gotta realize some gains, man. I'm over here holding this shit. I haven't realized anything in DB Zen. Let me realize some gains. But yeah, Zen is doing its boring thing right now. This thing is pretty fucking boring. I just want to see when the next reward flush is for Avalanche, please. Nice. Let's go to rewards. Jeez, very long stream today. Well, if you've been around for this whole time, I hope you've hit the like button and help out a brother's algorithm. Because, yeah, I hope that I never have a bunch of people here. Shout out to Yoshland, man. He be trying hella hard. I shouldn't say like that. Like, he does not try. He does. You know. He really tried to start community, too, in the chat, which is crazy to me. I still can't believe he was doing that shit. He was really trying to get y'all to catch on that if we were to tip crypto, bro, we could bring in new people and then we can intensify the stream. But no one caught on. He was trying to fair launch his wrench. I mean, yeah, actually, fuck that. I'm going to give Yoshland a wrench. That's a fact. He really was trying to fair launch his wrench. He deserves it. There ain't nothing more I can do than throw this man a motherfucking wrench. So, Yoshland, if you're in the house and you come back and you tag right now, you will have a wrench. Because that's a fact. There's some people who fabricate super chats. And Yoshland literally tried to jump on that trend, bro. Even through the 50 today, I'm just like, bruh. Like, these Zenians, they don't play the game the way we play it. But it's still trying to catch up to us. Like, you know, they got their own wars going on. But we slowly teaching. You know, we slowly leaking and getting them the right information. But again, this is a self journey. So a lot of these people got to lose. But shout outs to you, bro. Real talk. But on that note, I'm going to split. Maybe I'll see you guys in a couple days. We'll see what happens. Stay zen. Stay true to yourself. Again, enjoy the new season. That's free. Free new season, bro. No subscription needed. Just need to be alive, I guess. I guess I got to subscribe to life. If you subscribe to life, there's a whole free ass season going on right now. And you should go and check it out. Other than that, till next time. Peace.